Hi, I'm Dr. Jill Allor. If you have seen our previous videos, you know that the goal of the Friends on the Block Early Literacy Program is to provide the support and practice needed for all students to develop basic early literacy skills, even those with intensive needs. You're also now familiar with the special features of our books and learning games, and you've seen how they are organized into 14 levels based on a specific sequence of phonics skills and high-frequency words. In this video, I will share more about how the program is organized to be user-friendly and customizable. I'll describe the overall scope and sequence, the structure of the lessons, and how teachers make instructional decisions about pacing and lesson content. The program is comprehensive, but we do focus on those skills that are most important. We cover all of the basic strands within word recognition and language. The sequence of skills is carefully designed so students learn to integrate skills and apply them when they are reading books. Because of the special features of the student books, with teacher support, students begin reading books in the very first lesson. As skills develop, teachers reduce that support so students gradually build independent reading skills. A typical lesson is organized into 3 parts, which provide a structure in which we integrate effective strategies and predictable routines that support learning. The first part of the lesson is a very quick warm-up of a few important skills. This gets the student thinking about those skills and gives them a little bit of practice. The teacher explicitly models and provides feedback and support. The warm-up is intended to be very short, as students also practice and apply skills during the rest of the lesson. The second part of the lesson is book reading. This takes up more of your lesson time. It provides students with the opportunity to apply the skills they are learning in meaningful text, with the teacher providing support when it is needed. It includes engaging the students in conversation about the book, including vocabulary words and using comprehension strategies. The lesson ends with learning games. The learning games provide targeted but fun, engaging practice on those skills that are most important for your students. Ideally, lessons last about 30 minutes, but could be longer or shorter depending on the time you have available. All students need practice outside of teacher-led lessons, but students with intensive needs should also have additional practice sessions if at all possible. These could be led by a paraprofessional and typically include book reading and learning games. Teachers customize the program in many ways to meet the needs of different students. An important way they do this is deciding which is the best place to start and when to move from one level to the next. Teachers use a simple placement test to decide on the starting level. Most levels have 4 student books, and you can begin in any of the books from the starting level. Each student book has a teacher guide with at least 5 lessons. Students do not need to read all of the books in a level or complete all of the lessons in a book or level. Instead, the teacher tracks their students' progress on the target words. And when they know most of the target words for a level, they can jump to the next level without reading all of the books and doing all of the lessons. The reason this is possible is because of the cumulative review of skills within the lessons. Teachers track progress on a range of key skills, but make decisions about pacing based on the target word list. Some students will need to read all of the books in each level, and some students with the most intensive needs may sometimes need to repeat books. Teachers also customize the program by selecting games for the lessons that practice the skills their students need to work on the most. Now that I've described the organization of Friends on the Block, you're ready for the next video, where I describe how Friends on the Block provides support for those who need it.